What's
Hi.
up?
Fine. What about you?
Good, good. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Is it good morning, good afternoon, or good evening?
Good afternoon. It's 3 p.m. right now.
Nice. 1 hour earlier. That's nice.
Mm-hmm.
So, how's your Monday been? Do you like your Mondays?
Yes, I do like it. It has been great since now. So far, so good. What about you?
Good, good. So, what do you do that you like?
Mm, I play basketball today, and I also watch animes. Do you like animes? Kind of like Japanese cartoon, such as Naruto, Dragon Ball Z, stuff like that.
I know what it is, but I haven't watched a lot of it because I'm
Yeah.
afraid that I will like it too much and then I'll just keep watching everything.
Yeah, I got you. Everyone has its own like unique like something they like or hobby stuff like that. And what about you? What do you like
Yeah,
to do in your free
exactly.
time?
And then I'll just not live stream for a week because I'm watching anime.
Oh, okay, yeah, that yeah. And what about you? What do you like to do in your free time?
I just like not sitting behind my laptop because that's my work, just sitting here the whole time. So just, going out at least, maybe running or exercising, something like that.
Oh, that's great because I also spend a lot of time in front of my computer as an English learner. And learning English is one of my, I would say a hobby, but not really exactly because it's more about working. But since I enjoy working on my English, so I take it like a hobby.
Yeah, I understand. Because if you
Yeah.
enjoy it, it's much easier to do.
Definitely. Because I'm a French speaker, I'm a native French speaker, and English is not my
It,
second language. But due to professional purposes, I had to work on my English. And I've been learning English in a self taught way for 2 years or three, something like that. So that's why I've been doing it a long time. So it becomes something that like a habit for me.
so, what tip would you give to the other English learners watching now? What do you think is a good way for them to improve like you?
Okay, that's a beautiful question. As far as I'm concerned, I think tips depends on the person. Okay, because I could have some tips that might be not be suit for other people. But I would say you have to listen a lot first, because when you listen a lot and constantly, your brain understands English. Okay, and even though you don't know how to speak in English, you have to speak. Just like babies at the beginning, they don't really know how to speak in English. They just listen the surrounding and then they repeat after that. And since, as I've said, in Congo, we speak French, even my parents speak French. So what I used to do is like, I used to watch animes or even English content on YouTube, then repeat after them for a long time, repeat after them. And the one of the beautiful thing is that my little sister, she understands English, but she doesn't know how to speak. So we were like, I was like speaking in English. She were answering me in French. And we had plenty of conversation like that. And this is how I developed my English skills. But I would also add something is like you have to need
That
grammar
makes
because
total sense.
yes, grammar no vocabulary is also important because in English we have especially idioms. In French we don't really have a ton of idioms. Okay, so sometimes you would like to say something in English, but you have to translate it in French, and it's not really accurate. So that's why it's like better to learn the word directly in English and to boost the vocabulary because it's gonna be impossible for you to speak if you don't know how to say words. Yes, I'm from Congo Brazzaville.
Absolutely. I feel like it's a combination of all these things, and then you just start speaking and you will
Yeah,
improve.
that's me. And what really helped me a lot, it was IELTS because I bumped into IELTS like in my country we don't do that, but I bumped into IELTS on YouTube just like they randomly. And the fact too, because in IELTS we have different kind of topics, environment, love, relationships, economic stuff like that. So it just helped me to practice tons of topics because most of the time people know how to speak about one topic, And when they receive questions from other topics, they don't really know how to comment to them because they don't know how to speak about those topics. So the fact to do some IELTS test with my computer alone, I've just developed my capacity to talk about anything, even though I don't really know the questions. I'm from Congo Brazzaville, by the way, Raya.
Yeah, that people are afraid of outs because of that, because there are so many
Yeah.
different topics that could be said, could be talked
Yeah,
about.
yeah, that's actually because as a French speaker, in French we don't. I don't really know how I can explain it, but in French we don't really extend our answers. Okay, for example, if I say, "Where do you come from?" I could say, "Oh, I'm from Congo," and I stop there. And while I was doing some IELTS, I understand that native English speakers, especially in English, they extend the answer. They could say, I'm from England, which is a country in Europe. It's beautiful. People do that. I love that because, and it just helped me to know how to extend my answer and to come up with a lot of things to talk about. Because when you know how to extend your answer, it's gonna be easier for you to avoid getting stuck when you speak to people.
Absolutely, and it makes conversations, having a
Yeah,
conversation easier
yeah, that's
because it
it.
gives me opportunities to ask you more questions about different things.
Yeah, that's it actually. That's the key. You just have to practice a lot. And again, most of the time, people are more into their accent. They think the accent is everything. And as far as I'm concerned, I don't really think the accent is everything. The most important thing is what you are saying, the conversation you have with people. Make yourself to come with something great. To have this kind of mutual understanding. That's really matters.
Absolutely, and then it's also nice to have these conversations because then you
Yeah,
also don't feel nervous and you're not afraid. You just do the
yeah,
thing you need to do.
yeah. And yeah, that's it. Actually, all my efforts I've
No,
just paid back.
totally. Thank you
Mhm.
for sharing that. I'm sure it can
Thank you.
help people out.
Thank you, Lucas.
It is my pleasure to talk to you, and I hope to see you around.
Yes, I will be there. No worries.
Awesome. Later.